A virtual meeting between the leaders of the U.S. and China was held. Both stressed the need to properly manage their relationship to fend off any possible conflict. While tensions remain on select topics, it was the most substantial talks with Beijing since President Joe Biden took office. Yoon Jung-min has our top story.
In their first virtual meeting, U.S. President Joe Biden and Chinese President Xi Jinping emphasized the need for managing their competition responsibly to avoid conflict. The meeting was held on Monday evening Washington time and Tuesday morning Beijing time.
It seems to me our responsibility as leaders of China and the United States is to ensure that the competition between our countries does not veer into conflict, whether intended or unintended. Just simple, straightforward competition.
Stressing an open and candid relationship, Biden added they need to establish some common sense guardrails to be clear where they agree and disagree for responsible world leadership. He emphasized all countries have to play by the same rules, and the U.S. is going to stand up for their interests and values as well as those of its allies and partners. She stressed the importance of a steady China-U.S. relationship in that the two countries have international responsibilities for world peace and cooperation against climate change and the pandemic.
China and the United States could respect each other, coexist in peace, and pursue win-win cooperation. I stand ready to work with you, Mr. President, to build consensus, take active steps, and move China-U.S. relations forward in a positive direction.
They began their candid talks right after a brief friendly greeting as Biden thanked Xi for his congratulatory call following his election last year, and Xi calling Biden his old friend. The meeting lasted for over 3 hours. In a readout, the White House said Biden underscored that the U.S. remains committed to the One China policy regarding Taiwan. Biden made clear that Washington strongly opposes unilateral efforts to change the status quo or undermine peace and stability across the Taiwan Strait. Xi warned against Taiwan's independence and said Beijing will inevitably take stern action if anyone crosses its so-called red line. He said new tensions are forming in the region because of Taiwan's move for independence with U.S. support, adding it's like playing with fire, and those who play with fire will be burned to death. As for other issues, Biden also raised concerns about China's practices in Xinjiang, Tibet, and Hong Kong, and human rights issues. He also touched upon China's unfair trade practices, global energy supplies, and the free and open Indo-Pacific. Also discussed were regional issues, including North Korea, Afghanistan, and Iran. Yoon Jung-min, Arirang News.